Hey everyone, just wanted to come on here real quick and talk a little bit about the whole Ryan Upchurch situation with the Kylie Rodney case. As most of you know, Ryan Upchurch has been following and covering the Kylie Rodney case on his channel, and his views on a lot of things are kind of conspiracy theory-ish. I mean, I know that trafficking and kidnapping and stuff like that really does happen. However, he's thinking way outside the box, I guess you could say, because at this point he's saying the whole thing is a hoax and that, there's no body, that this whole thing is not real. I had made a video about him and the Glare and 10 to Life, and I still stand by that. Will was calling out Upchurch for putting false information out there while his best friend Annie at 10 to Life was reporting that Kylie Rodney had been found when she wasn't found. And I still stand by that. And I also appreciate that Ryan Upchurch shared my video on his live stream, came in the comments and said, that guy's weird, came watch my video and shared it. I still appreciate that. However, I'm not going to be like one of these people in the community that kisses this fool's ass and walks on eggshells around him. And honestly, that says more about the community than it does about Ryan. However, Ryan is starting to act like a petulant child, throwing a fit, stomping his feet, and taking his ball home because he's too proud to admit that he was wrong. And I could see this happening. I kind of knew this was going to happen over the course of time, that if she was found to have, passed from an accident or something like that, that it would all of a sudden turn into some big conspiracy theory. Because we were already headed there when we were saying things such as Ichtmel and Zaname and Ronnie know where this girl is at. He's literally said those things without saying, this is my opinion or allegedly or anything. Straight up making accusations. And I don't care if you don't like Zaname or Ichtmel or, that guy Ronnie. I'll talk about him in a minute. Ichtmel and Zaname specifically. I don't care if you don't like them. I don't care if you think Xaname's stuck up or she was wrong for saying what she said to Ryan or whatever. Calling her like a trafficker and saying she has something to do with the disappearance of a person is all the way wrong. Saying that without proof, and please don't say what Ryan showed was proof, because it was not proof. The only thing that he really shed any light on was that Ronnie and Miro were trolls. I don't think that Ronnie had any genuine concern with the case. In many crime cases, there have been trolls that different channels have, spotted and called out before, that just troll these live streams where people are covering these cases and just try to put false information out there, or just try to get attention, basically. It happened in the Summer Wells case, and my friend Queen Bee called it out. And I'm sick and tired of creators like Voices Behind the Wall saying stuff like, oh, I don't think Ryan meant it that way, you guys. He's not saying Kylie's not real. He's not saying Kylie's not dead. Yes, he is. Stop making excuses for him. He said it flat out and continues to say it and continues to double down. I will say this, though. Usually his comment section is full of people agreeing with him, and obviously that is what Ryan is used to. Ryan is not used to being told no or people disagreeing with him. He basically said, if you disagree with me, to unsubscribe on his community post. But there were quite a few comments saying, hey Ryan, I love you. They gave this huge disclaimer about how much they love him and how much they listen to his music and how long they've been subscribed, but telling him, hey, I don't really agree with this right here. Yeah, he basically told you to unsub, so anyway. And then there's people in the comments like, y'all, Ryan's really onto something. I think the government's getting scared because he's exposing them. It's almost kind of scary. I get thinking with an open mind and critically thinking, but he talks about how he critically thinks, right? It seems like a lot of people with YouTube channels that speak a lot on critical thinking don't like it when anyone around them actually critically thinks. Anyways, so you can debunk almost everything that Ryan has said regarding the case. Some of the things he has said it's just insane. But I picked out a few. I mean, there's so many to list that this video would be like an hour long, and I don't have that much space on my phone, so we're gonna have to make do and just call out a couple of them. Let me play you a clip.
All right, so look, I was getting frustrated. I was like, dude, fuck it. I'm going back to the fucking beginning. I'm going to go over this whole entire case again. I get like 3/4 of the way through the video. I see something pop up in related searches about some lady named Anne Heche. I get to looking into it. It takes me about, I don't know, 10 minutes. All this stuff is fucking bullshit. Yeah, you heard me right. All this shit is bullshit. All of it. It's all bullshit. Show me one thing that's real. You can't. There ain't one. You know why you can't find nothing on anybody? Because nobody's who they say they are. You know all these crazy leads we all been getting, and then it's just a fucking deep rabbit hole full of fucking question marks and trails to other fucking bullshit rabbit holes? Because they're supposed to be bullshit rabbit holes. You know how these people on the internet, these YouTubers like the Ikmail guy, this anime, and the Ronnie Jones dude, and all these people, do you know why they don't care to tell you, oh yeah, well my friend was at the party and had cocaine? You know why she don't care to fucking canoe in the lake? Because there ain't no fucking dead girl, bruh. There ain't. You notice since the beginning it's been like a fucking reality show with all these people calling in and popping up and I have information and, well, your information looks sketchy. No, it's not. Oh, he's crazy for calling her information sketchy. You see this big fucked up dumb pyramid? They're doing it on purpose. The reason they're sticking their fucking neck out there is because there is no actual crime. The only crime that is going on is a scam to get GoFundMe money. On Facebook and raises up when they're putting them in the ambulance and everybody's like, yo, what the fuck, look at this video. That ain't real. Look at the video. There's no cops anywhere. That is not Ellen's ex. I don't know where the fuck. I don't know how there's all these links saying that's what it is, but it ain't. There's no fucking proof of this lady anywhere dating Ellen. There's no video of them together. It is fake. Go look for yourself. Yeah.
As you can see here, there is a video of Anne Heche and Ellen DeGeneres together. It took me about, I would say, 2 or 3 minutes to find, maybe less than that. They dated a long time ago. They dated from 1997 to the year 2000. That is who Ellen was dating when she came out as a lesbian. There's tons of pictures and articles out there of them together. I can only find one video, maybe because it was so long ago, and also it was still kind of controversial in Hollywood to be openly gay back then. Nonetheless, it only took a couple minutes for me to find this, though. And as far as law enforcement not being at the fire scene, there was a house on fire. Why would the cops be front lines? They would be directing the traffic away from the burning house, don't you think, Ryan? And there is tons of video footage, surveillance footage of Anne Heche speeding around all over Los Angeles that day. On to the next clip.
Where do you think Ronnie came from? If you switch around the letters to the name Kylie Rodney, the way they spell it, it comes out as I killed Ronnie.
You can literally do this with anybody's name. See what I did here? Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. On to the next clip.
Look at all these different ones. Placer County Sheriff's Office. Placer County Sheriff's Office. Oh, look. That's the real Placer Sheriff's Office. This is the bullshit Placer Sheriff's Office. There is a fake sheriff's office, bro. What the fuck? There's the real one. Obviously.
Okay, I don't know how Tennessee works, and I think that Ryan comes from a small town. I don't know. I didn't check the population of where he lives. Anyhow, and I know he's traveled, he's toured and all that stuff, but he probably doesn't pay attention to how many sheriff stations or police stations there are in these cities he goes to when he's on tour. But in California, the sheriff's departments have what's called subdivisions, and that's what you're looking at right there. Each county will have several, some more than others, just depending on the population. Once again, that's something that if you didn't know firsthand, you could research and find out the truth about. On to the next clip.
Move solemn. You're a fucking detective, a PI, a fucking sheriff, and you work for like 3 different news companies. Alright, so if you go to the news company she works for, what was it called? Fox 40. Look at this. Click Fox 40. Alright. You go up front. Here's the building. Alright. Quick street view. Look at the front of this fucking place. There ain't nothing indicating this actual news thing until you get to this bullshit fucking edited green screened on. I mean, it's fake, obviously. I mean, look at it. Hello. Look, when you go around the block. Click right here. What they got backed up right here? Oh, what do you know? A silver Honda CRV backed all the way up so you can't see the fucking tag plate.
He was really, really reaching with that news station, huh? There's no signs of it being a news station except for that green screen sign where it says Fox 40. I mean, I guess the satellites weren't enough for him. You know, I don't know. But anyhow, I don't even know what to say about that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, Musalam, you know, working for news stations, and now she's a sheriff and she's a press secretary. I really don't think that that is too weird. And also, this CRV that's parked at this house right here, he said it's backed all the way up to the garage, so you can't see the license plate, but there's a license plate on the front of the car, and it's blurred out because, you know why? All license plates are blurred out on Google Earth. There has been a few times where they haven't blurred out a license plate, and it has been a mistake. I have never personally seen it while cruising Google Earth, but I saw an article about it. I guess it has happened once or twice. But I mean, it's just like the amount of reaching that he's doing, and people are just like, yeah, Ryan's uncovering the truth. It's just almost too much to take in. Oh, and another thing, those chop shops that come up as sheriff stations are called city yards or public works. That's what we have here in California. The reason why there's cop cars parked there is because that's where they often work on the cop cars. That's where the cop cars fuel up at. It's a recycle yard. It's a dump yard. That's what they use that for. Another thing that would have only taken a couple minutes to research and debunk. I also wanted to point out that that website that he said that Xana May is allegedly connected to, that it's, you know, has adult content and that has CP on it and that it's part of the dark web, how he stated that it even says 18 and younger. It doesn't say that. It says the total opposite. And I got this from his video that is still up. This here wouldn't have taken any research. This just took some reading. Anyhow, I'm not gonna play any more clips or do any more debunking because it's pointless, because I feel like people that believe in all these conspiracy theories, that's all they want to hear. They don't want to look at anything with any type of logic of any kind. I can't think of something that I couldn't debunk that has come out of creators that are into this kind of thing. Anyways, something else I wanted to say before I wrap it up here is that some people are saying that he's doing this so he doesn't have to give up the Hellcat. I don't feel like that's an issue for him. I don't think that he cares about the Hellcat or the money. I really don't. I don't think he's trying to get views either, because he gets plenty of attention. I think that he first came into this case passionately, like he really cared about it. He was talking about, you know, how her mom was crying and how that upset him. But now he's laughing at people and making fun of people that are calling him out for being irresponsible and careless on his platform. Like he doesn't care. Now Kylie doesn't exist. She's not dead. None of it matters because he doesn't want to be wrong. So him not wanting to be wrong overrides any compassion or empathy he had for that family. And it's ridiculous how many people just agree with everything he says, with these pictures of these random people that he is saying is Xana May and that Musalam lady. It's ridiculous. People out here looking crazy. And he says that he didn't call AWP liars. Yes, you're calling them liars if you're saying that Kylie's death didn't really happen. You're literally saying that they're lying, her mom's lying, everybody's lying. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys like the video. Love y'all.